Back on the BMW X1 X-Drive. In the last video, we purchased this car. In fact, this car was a bit of a gift, if I'm honest with you, from Copart for just £2,200. 2020, very, very nice car, automatic. And in the last video, we had to leave it because we was awaiting an engine mount. Now, actually, they're very expensive. 25 quid off of eBay.
Can't argue with that, can we?
You definitely can't argue with that. It arrived very quickly. Chris rebuilt the drive shaft in the last video, as he did with a new lower arm fitting the original bush. We need to get this one back on its feet.
Yeah.
So we're going to start the process of actually piecing it back together, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can't promise, we would really like to run this engine in this video if possible. So we are just going to crack on and continue on, mate, exactly where we left off. Let's do it. I know I said this was a cheap car just there in the start, but it is going to be quite expensive on parts because it did hit it quite hard here in the front, and it's of course tapped the front of the engine and pretty much broke everything on the front of the gearbox there. So not the engine, sorry, the gearbox. Chris is going to get that engine mount fitted and then move on to all the suspension components. That's the first time that's actually happened, and that don't normally happen because no one normally rings you.
No.
But Chris got halfway through that, fitting the engine mount, and his phone rang, so it cut it off. But
didn't get the bit of suspension in it.
It's on there though.
But yeah.
Original drive shaft, all repaired, original genuine rubber, all nice new grease in there. The clips are on, new lower arm. We've bought, obviously, this part, the oil thermostat, I want to call it. Is that what it is?
It is, yeah. It's a thermostat. It basically just controls the flow of the oil to keep it at an optimum operating temperature, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Effectively.
I now know now.
Yeah. How much of a difference that actually makes, I don't know.
No.
It's a relatively new thing, I think, but
it is.
There you go.
So we have already pulled the trigger and ordered lots and lots of parts for this car, including a very, very expensive complete front panel. Yeah. There is one little downside to it. Now, we started pricing things up, and this is interesting, so hear me out here. We priced up each individual radiator, a front panel, a chassis extension, a crash absorber, a crash bar, and it was just adding up to a couple of grand. Now, we've managed to find a front panel, but it is for a manual, but 90% of it is going to work for this car. Now, it was quite expensive, but that's going to be here today. That's going to be here shortly, as is quite a few other little bits and pieces that we've bought off of eBay, including pipes and bits and pieces. So I guess we need to move this over to the frame machine side now. Yeah. So we're going to crack on and get that done. And then hopefully the bits turn up, mate, and we can get them unpackaged.
We get it over there, and if it doesn't, we can get on with something else, can't we?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Well, there's plenty out there to be getting on with, mate.
We've got them lining up, mate.
Let's leave it there for a minute. For those people asking, do you still have the recovery truck, Rob? Do you use it? Of course we do use it. I actually use it a lot. We just haven't been out and done a video in the truck for quite some time. So very handy there to drive up to the gate and pick up a large pallet. And of course it is the front panel rad pack and the whole front that we ordered for that car. And also you can see a Revan verse in there. And that's actually Prasco, and that was for the Volkswagen Golf parts they just dropped off, and you've already seen that video anyway. So now we've got the front panel, let's put that aside and move on.
Hello.
Guys, we have Z here, the expert to do the airbag kit from Airbag Service. Don't forget, anything you need from Airbag Service, there is a link in the description with a nice little discount code, SRS10. Now Z, the BMW, is hard work, a lot of work for you?
It's one of the best car for the work, because it's very easily, we don't place the bolts where you can find or watch, see. It's a very easy car. It's about 2.5 hours. You can do it easily.
Really? Yeah. Including all seat belts
yes,
and one curtain bag?
Yes.
So I'm going to ask, because people will want to know. I know you've done a lot of airbag kits, but how many BMWs have you done?
Oh, it's I think so. Half of my cars is BMWs, because BMWs it's very popular in all the countries.
Yes,
it's very popular car, and it's from one way it's very good because it's easy car for my job.
Yeah,
it's very easy. It's just like simple. I don't know.
Well, as usual, I'm going to stay out of your way.
Yeah.
But if you need my help, you just got to shout.
Okay.
But before you get started, I'm going to go and get you a cup of tea.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Thank you
mate?
very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely smashing guy, Z. And of course, like I said, I'm going to stay out of his way. He's actually outside preparing the new stuff that's going to go in. And I decided to actually get some of this crash wrap off, go round, start wiping down with a bit of thinners or a bit of panel wipe, getting all that glue off, seeing if there's any other damage under there, just making a little bit of an assessment while he prepares everything. It's about an hour in now to see how the man's getting on.
It's very hot today.
Sorry?
It's very hot today.
It is very hot. We got a tin roof, but I think it's actually still cooler in here than what it would be outside.
Yeah.
You look like you're pretty much there with it, buddy.
Yeah.
New one going in?
Yeah, it's okay.
I think before you put the centre console in, I'll vacuum out some of that glass. It gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Yes, yes, he was everywhere. Because when I taken it, air takes, all the stuff was in the glasses.
Yeah, it literally gets everywhere. Do you need any help? Do you need me to do anything?
No. It's
All right,
okay.
mate.
Yeah.
We'll let you continue on. As promised, just a few hours and the job is completely done. Z has just got the car plugged in. He's just going through clearing all the crash data. And I think we're going to be good to go, mate. All done.
Yeah.
So, not easy working in this heat, mate, but...
Not easy for today, it's not easy. I think it's be more easier to do with dashboard, but no. Takes some time,
Well, we kept you hydrated and you've done an amazing job as usual. Guys, don't forget, if any of you need any airbags doing whatsoever, seat belts, anything at all, you can contact Airbag Service. There's a link in the description, and of course that little discount code as well. What I will say is, even if you've got a 2025 car and they don't do an airbag kit for it and you need a replacement, do not worry, because they will come and remove your dashboard, repair it, rebuild it in their workshop, bring it back and refit your original dashboard. Z, thank you once again.
You're welcome, bro.
Now it does actually show you how far sometimes these videos are spread over 3 weeks, possibly even 5 weeks, to film one video, waiting for various parts or waiting for the next stage. And Chris was in the very first part of this video, and then he was off on his holiday, and you've all seen that in a previous video. And then of course I was here, we had Z working on it, and then Chris comes. As soon as Chris gets back, it is time to put it on the frame machine. Now it is quite difficult to get it on the frame machine because the pinch welds. We'll explain that in a minute, but I've actually left this rolling so you can ignore me talking and watch the whole process here of Chris fitting the car on the jig and exactly pretty much how it does do it. So the jig, i.e. the frame machine. So we're going to secure the car to the frame machine so that when we make the pulls, the car can't move. Only the bent components can be straightened out or pulled and repaired. So it looks like he's got it all on there, just having a quick sweep up around it. I did clean up as much glass as I could once the airbags were done. He's getting the dozer all connected up to the frame machine, getting it all positioned so that when we next roll, you guys are going to see this one get pulled live. We've decided we're going to try and film as much of it as we can. So I guess I'll stop waffling on. Let's take a look. Also in the background, we have been collecting parts for this car. Chris has got it hooked on the jig the best he can because there is no pinch welds on these BMWs.
Well, there is, but they're at 90 degrees.
90 degrees.
So they're normal.
So you can see he's had to actually move all the clamps around, bolt them in different places. Of course they are designed to do that. So he's got it on the pinch welds, got it pinched down. There is a complete front panel that we bought from a reputable breaker's yard, and you can see there, Radpack 1.5 petrol F48. The only problem with this is, it is from a manual. Ours is an automatic. And we just assumed that we're going to need to add an automatic transmission cooler to this Radpack. And we can see that there is actually little slots to put that in. We're fine with that. Still lots of little pipes and bits and pieces I've got to find for it. But Chris has done the measurements and we are 60 mil out.
60 mil exactly.
On this leg?
Yeah, on this leg. It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're all set up.
Yeah. I've put that pulling clamp, Rob, on the bottom there.
Yeah.
We're going to give it a little tug and see what happens. I've got that relatively level there, but because that's twisted slightly. we might have to alter the angle here and pull up just to corkscrew that back round a little bit. But normally they do that because this underside's probably weaker than the top side. So when you pull it back, it naturally
wants to go back.
We'll see. We'll give it a little tug and see what happens.
You actually got the engine mount all the way in and got it bolted up. So
yeah.
It is just this tip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm going to tighten them up as well.
We'll let you get.
We don't want to cause any
distortion in it.
That's right.
We'll let you get 100% set up, and then I guess
all right, mate.
we'll film this live, Chris, because it's when you do it on time lapse, you just don't see enough, do you?
No.
At least when you're here, I can stand here and we get a bit more of it.
Yeah.
So we'll let you get 100% set up and take a look.
Just trying it. Yeah, it's going to be all right, I think, isn't it?
I'm recording anyway.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
We're just seeing if that angle's going to be right. I think that's going to be fine. Go for it?
Yeah, go for it, mate. I'm stayed rolling.
Like 2 hours to set up.
And 2 minutes to do the job.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Look
but
how that...
it is what it is.
Sorry to interrupt you there. Look how that rolled that straight back round.
They normally kind of do. It's obviously the reverse of and when they crumple on the weakest spot, don't they?
Yeah, of course.
So when you pull them, that's naturally the bit that pops back out, sort of thing. But well, let's have a little measure because that will be quite springy, as you know.
Yes.
That is 945, so that's 3 mil over now because it needs to be 942.
I reckon it'll come back 6 mil when you let it go.
It'll come back more than that, I think. So I'm going to go a little bit more.
Oh, I don't know, that does look about right, Chris.
And that is, no, that's 931, so it needs another 11 mil yet.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, it's quite a lot gone already.
It's squared it up nicely, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
Yeah, it's squared it up nice, mate. Yeah. Do you want to show that little...
There's no tension on the chain there, is there?
No,
Let's take a look, mate.
Where that had dipped that in there, that's all come out apart from that little piece there that just needs curling over. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect. And it's safe to say once you do tap that back round as well, it keeps it in place.
I've got to pull it again and over pull it slightly, but yeah, that's...
Are we all right to stay rolling, Chris? Just
if
people
you want to,
find
mate.
this bit so interesting.
Yeah, if you want to.
And a couple of people said before they enjoyed the like us talking about it as you was doing it.
Yeah.
So for the 11 mil, you've got to go over.
Yeah.
How far over, Paul, do you think you've got to do it?
It's all a bit of by feel, really, isn't it? That's best guess, really. Right, that didn't go a lot at all there. That is about, that's about 934, that is. I am just going to double check this, Rob. Another 6 mil. Yeah, another 6 mil.
Like I say, I'm going to stay rolling. We don't have to use it all, but...
What I think I might do is just do some corner-to-corner measurements.
Yeah.
And just in case this, I'm pretty sure this side hasn't moved at all, but just in case it's tweaked it a little bit.
It definitely moved quite a bit there that time.
Believe it or not, that's gone back almost in the same place.
That's
it's about 9, let's say 9.3. So I dropped I ain't got my glasses on. Should do really, shouldn't I? I'm going to say that's 937 now.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Chris, I'm going to let you refine and do this.
That's actually, yeah. Did I say 937?
937,
About
yeah.
3 mil now. That isn't 942, it's nearer 940.
I'm going to let you refine it and get it about right.
Yeah.
And then we'll take another look.
Well, what I think we might actually do
Yeah.
is we take that extension out.
Uh-huh.
And all this, we may as well take all this off.
We've got to, yeah, it's all connected.
And we'll offer it up.
Yeah?
We'll offer it up, yeah. There's nothing like that, is there?
No, let's do it. Of course, we always appreciate your comments and your thoughts in the comment section. So drop a comment in there. Let us know what you thought of us filming that live, where Chris was pulling the chassis leg over there and getting that back to exactly where it needed to be. And if it's something that you enjoyed, rather than having it on time lapse, of course, we'll be quite happy to do it again for you. So with the rad pack here, we're going to strip that out of the front panel and get the front panel prepared, ready to go on the car. So you can see Chris just doing a couple of last measurements there on all the corners, and then you can see we've put the front panel on there. No, well, I'll say the front panel. It is the front panel, I guess. It's a landing panel with front crash bar, and then you've got your two headlight panels, I'd like to say, that go to the front panel, and then they go to the inner front wings there. And you can see we're sticking the bolts in, and everything seems to line up. And then Chris again measuring twice, cut once, you know the saying. No, just going over all of the measurements and double checking everything is spot on. Work, Rob, what are you doing? Guys, this is a huge part of it, and we don't really normally include it. We just say, here, the bits are here. So all of that is off of that car, and we need new stuff. The rad pack on it is huge. You've got a cooler there, you've got an intercooler there, you've got your rad fan, you've got your water rad, you've got your AC rad, you've got your gearbox cooler. There is so much stuff to this car. It is a hybrid, it is an automatic. You've got a pump here, a vacuum pump that's broke, an intercooler pipe that's squashed, a headlight panel that's destroyed, the wing panel which is bent, you've got your air duct there, you've got your air filter, your coolant bottle. There is a lot of stuff. Landing panel, various pipes and clips and bits and pieces that are all destroyed. So you'll be pleased to know everything in this section I've now got, and it is on its way. But this is where we're going to struggle, because the cheapest radiator I can find at the moment is £400. These are all reasonable, 100 quid, 100 quid, 100 quid, £1,000. I don't know why someone's got one advertised, but I found one of them for 100 quid. The coolant fan, again, 100 quid. So it still adds up, doesn't it? That's 500 quid without a rad fan and a water radiator. We've also got a little auxiliary that we didn't get with the car because it was smashed off. We need to find. And unfortunately, this is what happens. The front panel we bought, which was really reasonably priced, come with that rad pack, but that rad pack is not going to work for our car. So we're going to need to sell that. But like I say, if we bought a front panel from a different seller with no rad pack, it would have worked out the same price as the one we got anyway. So Chris is in there continuing on. I guess let's go and see how he's getting on. But yeah, so far I got that. So far I got to find all of that. So lots and lots to get on with once I get home, scrolling through the internet. Of course, while the car is on the frame machine, we like to fit everything up. So we are sticking on the bottom rad carrier there, the main holder, and it goes into the subframe. It just confirms everything is correct and it all bolts up where it should do. And also we'll be paneling it up while it's on the frame machine as well. So both front wings, the bonnet, but Chris did just have a go at the driver's side wing, and it was only moved where the bonnet hinge had knocked it anyway. But let's take a look. Chris certainly waffling on out there, and when I got in he made me laugh because he reckons that I need nominating for, what did you say?
Well, I think we should be nominated for like a recycling award, really, don't you?
Yeah.
Because like this car, there'd probably be 3 or 4 new parts. The rest of it would be second-hand, wouldn't it?
Yeah, recycle.
Someone did actually mention that a while ago, that
What, that we should be
We
nominated?
had a comment on one of the videos, or it might have been on Instagram, I don't know. I remember reading it somewhere, and they said, you know, you guys, and I suppose we do really, never really thought of it that way, but
No.
we do, don't we? But it's all down to economy, really, isn't it? It's
And saving a few quid.
saving a few people, but it is good for the planet, I guess.
It is good for the planet.
It's all win-win.
Definite.
That lines up nice now, right?
Does it? I'll have a look in a sec. That wing had, where the hinge had gone up, it actually forced that bonnet right over, and
Yeah, it was the corner. I think the corner of the bumper has just bonnet has just caught it there
and pushed it out.
because it's on a very tinny bracket there.
Yeah.
It's just bent the bracket, so I've loosened the bolts off, sprung it out of the way, pushed the bracket back where it should be, and it's there.
Perfect.
Mate. Yeah,
Now
and that lines up nice as well.
It does lines up beautiful, and everything is actually bolted on now. I did say that in the time lapse. That's everything we need. So this car is going to be mega expensive on parts. We walked into it knowing that, but we bid accordingly. And I'm just going to put it out there. This is probably one of the cheapest cars we've ever bought. I think value for money wise, it was ridiculously cheap. And I bid quite a nice bid for it, but got it for half the amount that we did bid, and they just allowed us to have it. But that rad pack, I think, is going to be hard to find, but we get this all the time, and I will overcome it. I will find a rad pack for
It's
it
a shame
somewhere.
that radiator is unique to the hybrid.
It is, yeah, definitely.
But
It's got outlets on the front of it as well as on the back of it for this auxiliary radiator. But again, we'll get into that in a later video. So that is going to be the end of today's video. And I think what a productive video. And I'm so glad that we actually filmed that whole thing live. And I was just saying to Chris, not one bit of paintwork and not one bit of sealing. And it hasn't broke any of
I've
you.
dressed that little bit up.
I can see it from here. The little kink they had in there is completely gone. So yeah, that is the end of today's video. If you did enjoy it, of course, we'd appreciate that thumbs up. Hit the share button, it's completely free and it helps us out as a channel to grow. Don't forget, if you want to sell us one of your vehicles or you want to purchase one of our vehicles, you can reach out salessruk@gmail.com. But if you are looking at purchasing one of our cars or bikes, you need to wait until that Instagram post goes out, and then of course you can hit that email and send it over to us. Anything to add, mate?
Well, I dropped you in it the other day, but the Instagram posts are going to be
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock-ish, give or take a little
Give or
bit.
take, just to give everybody a chance, because I'll be honest, I was quite naive to it, and I was just putting them out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in.
Well,
and not
when you had a spare...
and not everyone was home
No,
from
we
work.
didn't give it a thought, did we?
No,
to
we
be
didn't.
fair?
So sorry for all of you that I did upset. Let's sign off for the weekend, mate, eh? We'll see you all very, very soon in the next one. Even though this is Wednesday and we've got a little bit ahead.
We have. Yeah, it's nice.
No joke.
No joke, Rob.